Hi everyone, I'm Todd with Prepper Website, and this video is an unboxing of the Hydroblu Pressurized Jerry Can water filter. Very excited about this water filter. I've been doing a lot of research on it, looking into it, and so I'm glad to be able to share it with you today. So let's go ahead and get into this. It's actually the first time I've ever done an unboxing video. Watch my microphone there. All right. Got some plastic tubing. We have the ultra filtration hollow fiber membrane right here. And this is the activated charcoal carbon filter module. And this is the jerry can. All right, let me see here. And see, can you see that there? And we have the booklet here, the information booklet. All right. So let's go ahead and look into this a little bit. You have the pressurized mechanism right here. And then you have, this is the area where, let me see here. I don't know if you can see that little nozzle there. And that's where you would put the tubing. But this is the area that would handle and that you would lock in the filters to. So we'll play with that here in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and take this out, and this is the way that you would fill it, and this pressurizes the can. And so it's very, very sturdy. I think it weighs about 4.5 pounds if I remember correctly. It will hold 4 gallons of water in here. And so very excited to get into this. Let's go ahead and open up some of these water filters. So it's got a charcoal water filter, and wow, I don't have my glasses on. So let's go ahead and open this puppy up here. The cool thing about all the filters and stuff is they do have a lifetime shelf value. So you're not going to, if you're kind of wanting to wait until an emergency situation, it's not like they're going to waste there. All right, so this is the charcoal filter here. I believe this comes off here, and it's threaded here on the top. And so charcoal, what that does is it takes out metals. It makes the water taste better. Gosh, there's other things that it does as well. So it takes out the metals, it makes the water taste better, it takes out chemicals from this as much as possible, right? And so here's you've got this, the charcoal, here's the membrane, the water filter membrane. I'm going to open this up. So the water filter membrane, I mean, it's a lot of water filters are very, very similar to that. I'm going to open this up here, and it's so you got that part there, and you've got the top there. I guess it filters. You can see that it's threaded, and so there's a lot of little tubes in here, and the tubes have a 0.1 micron, or they're 0.1 micron holes, and I believe it's like 99.999%. It'll take care of 99.9999% of bacteria and protozoan cysts. And that is the stuff that when you're in an emergency situation and people are thirsty and they need to drink something and they start drinking water that is contaminated, that's the stuff that's going to kill you. You're going to get the diarrhea, the dysentery, the throwing up, and you need a quick solution to be able to filter water. And I believe this is it right here, because it works very, very quickly from all the research that I've done. So here's the charcoal filter, and here's the membrane. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of screw that on here. All right. That works there. I'm going to take off the bottom of that. Okay, the cool thing about the water filters are they're very affordable. So if you need to buy more, and like I said, they're lifetime, have a lifetime shelf life, indefinite there, and you saw how well that they came packaged. They're very affordable, so you can buy multiple, so you'll have, in case of an emergency, in case the big one happens, right? You have multiple filters to be able to use throughout your time in that emergency situation. The cool thing about this water filter here, when it starts to run a little bit slower because the 0.1 microns tend to eventually get clogged up, well then you would just backwash it. And so you would just kind of filter through this way, and that way it'll push all that out and get it running again. So this is the way it works here. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and connect it. So I don't know if you can see these little notches here. They have like little arrows and they will turn. And so we're just going to fit this in to these little places here. All right. And make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Well, it fits in there really nice. Nice and snug. All right. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to put this in this side here. Now, because that little nozzle, you want to make sure that that nozzle stays out. Just to, killing my microphone here. All right, that's nice and tight. And this is the pressurized side. I'm going to go ahead and put some water in it, and I'll come back and we'll start seeing what it does. All right, so just hang tight while I go fill up some water. All right. All right, everyone. So filled it up, and so just a couple of things. Number one, you need to let the filter soak up for about 5 minutes, and so did that. Then you pressurize it. When you pressurize it, you want to make sure that the valve is turned all the way clockwise to make sure that it's off. And so the other thing you need to do is the instructions say to let it to pump it up and let it run through about four or five times, just to get rid of any kind of anything that's there, residue from the manufacturing process and things like that. And so that doesn't mean run through the whole process, empty it out. It just means pump it up 4 or 5 times and let all the pressure release in the water that's in there. So I did that, did all of that, and ready to go now. It's very cool. So I'm gonna hopefully you can hear this. Well, I think the microphone is right here, so you'll be able to hear this. Because, like I said, I let all the pressure out. I'm going to go ahead and pump it up, and so you can hear the water just in there. So I'm only going to pump it up 5 times. Come over here, and I'm going to turn it counterclockwise. And so you can't get a very good picture of all of that. But anyway, there you go. Turn it clockwise to turn off. One of the things that I really liked about this, when I had it over by the sink and I was going through the process of pumping it up and letting it go through its process, its cleaning out process, there's no leaks in there, right? So sometimes you have those little spigots on whatever that containers, and they just tend to drip slowly. I'm not seeing that at all. But anyway, I mean, it's water from the tap, so it's going to be good there. I really liked it. Yeah, I really like it. One other thing I want to point out to you here is if you can see this little thing pops off, and so this right here is a little cavity that goes all the way through, and it will hold another water filter. So they really thought about all of that, having an extra water filter and what that entails as far as emergency preparedness. This is so easy that a kid can use, and that's what you want. You don't want something, some of the other water filters out there, the really great ones. I also own those as well, but some of the elements you can be if you're not very careful with them, you can break it. And those are very, very expensive. This thing, like I said, will filter 10,000 gallons in its lifetime of the water filters and all that good stuff. So very, very affordable. 120 at the time of this video, $124.95, and and that comes with free shipping. Now, if you get to a situation where the poop has really hit the fan and you're not sure the water that you're using, they also have a virus filter that will filter down to 0.02. So the water filter that's in here, the membrane, filters to 0.1 microns of bacteria and protozoan cysts. But the virus will filter down to 0.02 microns. And so you can attach that as well if that's something that you need. You can hold it in the little backup reserve. Definitely, that's something that I'm gonna purchase. But recommend this one. I'm gonna continue using this. I'm gonna use this for every day, and maybe come back and do another video on just on all the things that I found. But definitely would recommend this one. Everybody needs a water filtration system. This is easy to use. You've seen me put it together, and anyone can do it and deploy this and start using it and have clean water filter. So guys, I'm going to put a link if you want to find out some more information. I'm going to put a link in the video description, and you can go check it out. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.